Good evening, Northern Michigan, and welcome to your pre-district playoff edition of your Hometown Highlights. I'm Spencer Wheelock in for Harrison tonight. We start this evening in Division 6, two teams that have met every regular season and met in last year's pre-district round. That would be Boyne City and Elk Rapids. The Ramblers dominated the overall series and won 2 weeks ago, 28-23, albeit with a little bit of controversy. A late fumble call cost the Elks a chance to take the lead late in that game. Tonight, the chance for redemption as they head up Rambler country for another go at it. Boyne comes out strong, though. They want to prove that last week was no fluke win. Max Cooper and Mac Alexander looking good early, but Cooper run into some trouble in the form of Rob Wolfington. Boyne falls into his lap, and the ball falls into his lap here, and the Elks take over. And from there, it'll be Adam Troutman. You know the man. He gets it in the gun, and he's going to give to Logan Santiri. You heard this name before, too. I swear, Logan averages 1 touchdown every 3 times he touches the ball. How about that one? A nice long TD, but the extra point would be blocked. And maybe that's kind of sparked things for the Ramblers, because from there, they roll, and they get the win impressively, 35-14 tonight. And they will play the winner of Charlevoix and Engadine in next week's district final. A beautiful night, albeit cold, in Charlevoix. Raiders want to celebrate tonight. QB Forrest Norritt doing something to help. QB, he's going to keep it right up the middle, and he's going to get a huge game before he's brought down from behind, and that gets his team pretty fired up. And how about him this time? Through the air, too. He's a QB. He can do it with the air. How about to Brian Norritt? Got to be some sort of relation there. He's going to dive for that far pylon, and the ref, he puts those 2 hands up. That's 6 points. This was a close one, down to the very end. Engadine, they would find some offense, though. The Miners from the UP hoping to walk away with a road win. QB Ryan Saria does it himself there. He sets up the finisher from Ryan Bischoff. You see the score there from the goal line. Miners win 21-12, the final tonight. Well, one of the other big matchups tonight, Division 7, Mansalona traveling to Sutton's Bay for their first ever meeting between the Ironmen and Norsemen. Chilly night, Coach Drew Trudeau, the Norseman, he doesn't really seem to mind, but he wouldn't like this very much. His team is winning at this point. He likes that. 15-7 in the second half until this. Chase Ritchie for the Ironmen busts through that Sutton's Bay line. 80 yards in all. That would cut the lead to 1. It's 15-14. Sutton's Bay looking to respond, and Coach probably not going to like this one too much either. QB drops back to pass. They call this one tip drill in high school football practice. Tip into the hands of the Ironman defender. That's Tyler Fultz. He's going to get it. He's going to get a nice little return here for about 20 yards. But that drive would unfortunately stall for the Ironmen, and the Norsemen woke up a little bit, maybe shook off some of the frost, get it back, and they would capitalize. Zach Rice, 6 points, extends the lead to 9. Next Sutton's Bay drive from 12 yards out, Kyle Campo. And that would be pretty much the exclamation point, the nail in the coffin. 51-14, Sutton's Bay gets the win. So who will they play in the district final next week? That will be determined in tonight's meeting between Traverse City, St. Francis, and Onekama. Opening kickoff at Thurlby Field. Kind of a pooch kick, kind of a little onside pooch. It's fumbled by the Gladiators. Onekama recovers, and they were looking good on 4th down, going for it. Jarrett Sovereign's going to find Randy Pinta. Huge first down. You know why it's huge? Because it would set up this. Jordan Coe punches it in for 6, and it's 7-0 Onekama early. How would the Gladiators respond? Cheerleaders hoping for something. How about an ensuing kickoff? Sophomore who was doing this all year for the Gladiators. His name's Gabe Callery. He's going to catch it in the blue and gold. He's going to turn on the Jets. 70-plus yards. How about this for a stat? He's averaging more than 40 yards per kickoff return this year, and that would be 6. And the Glads would roll from there. They give up the touchdown early, but they roll 35-7. Should be a fun one next week at Sutton's Bay. And this was probably the scene in a lot of places, a snowy night in Frankfort. 2 5-win teams meeting up in Division 8. Panthers hosting the Central Lake Trojans. Pick things up second. Scoreless game. Panthers are driving. Big 3rd down conversion by Cole Hollenbeck sure helps. That would set up Nate Frieswick. Play action. David Loney streaking down the middle. 6-0 Panthers. And just like that, we're in the second quarter here. 6-0. 15-yard penalty for a little unsportsmanlike conduct. That's okay, because Panthers are going for 2. Sweep left. And this one will be denied by a great open field tackle by Ben Hicks. Still 6-0. Time winding down in the half. Central Lake 4th and 1. Luke Shawnee's going to get the 1 and more. And Central Lake knocking on the door with just seconds left. Last play of the half. You think they could punch it in? They could tie it, take the lead. Snap goes over the head from 10 yards out. Ben Hicks does pick it up. He almost scores it, but that's okay. He doesn't. Trojans would dominate the second half. They shut out Frankfort. They put up 18. They win 18-6. They'll play Baldwin next week. Well, we have reached the halfway point on our Hometown Highlights pre-district coverage. Still to come, Big North in action tonight. A couple of teams, all 4 teams. We're going to have highlights from Cadillac and Petoskey and TC West coming up next. Well, welcome back to week 1 of playoffs, your Hometown Highlights. The Big North area's biggest conference, sent 4 of their teams to the postseason this year. Traverse City West, Traverse City Central, Petoskey, and Cadillac, all representing in Divisions 1 through 4. The Northmen and Vikings starting out with home playoff games. You'd think it'd be an advantage. Let's go to Cadillac. The Vikings advanced to the regional finals last year before being eliminated by Comstock Park, and a chance to avenge that loss tonight. They're hosting the Panthers. Opening drive, Comstock Park, hoping for deja vu, and it looks like it here. Pat Naughton connects with Nick Kempa. Nice diving catch in the snow. I love football in the snow. Panthers looking good early, and a few plays later, Naughton, 6'4" tight end, Mike Egler. Big boy, he goes up for the catch, and the score, Panthers on the board, first 7-0. Cadillac's turn. Panthers force a 3 and out, but we like special teams on Hometime's highlights too. Vikings punter kind of mishandles the snap. He recovers and booms it 59 yards, going to pin Comstock Park back on their own 6-yard line. So the Vikings get it right back. Could be Lewis Finch. Looks right, turns left, finds an open man. It's Ethan Myers. He breaks a tackle before he stopped. But Cadillac, they go down, swinging in this one, an upset of sorts. 19-10, the final. Comstock Park moving on. So what could Petoskey do? Early in the season, Cadillac defeated Bay City John Glenn. Petoskey hoping to make it 2 wins for the Big North against the Bobcats tonight. Northmen starting off strong. We're going to pick things up in the second half. They're already up 21-7. Garrett Ludwig fumbles the ball. He picks it up. He recovers nicely, and he's going to turn on the Jets, go down that sidelines. Number 2 looking like my favorite football player of all time, Charles Woodson, until he kind of fumbles it there. He picks it back up, and it's a 40-yard return. Still third quarter, the Bobcats looking to make something happen, but they fumble. A lot of fumbles in this one. James Gazzarato picks it up, the big defensive lineman. He's going to fumble it, but Logan Fettig, he's going to secure it. Guys, 2 hands on the ball, Petoskey knocking on the door. Evan Whitmore. Barrett Murray for a nice TD here, 28-7 Northmen. And we're going to move on down. That's 6 points. Ooh, nice little shake and bake there. 28-7, fourth quarter. To Murray again. Whitmore, handoff this time on the ground. It's a 6. It's coming, I promise. 6 for a touchdown. It's 35-7. They tack on another one. Petoskey rolls 42-7. Well, TC West and Rockford have met 7 previous playoff matches before. Unfortunately, all losses for the Titans. Getting another shot at the Rams tonight. Could things be different? They're trailing 14-0 in the third quarter until Jeff Turnquist finds Zach McGuire. He's cut the lead to 14-6. PAT no good. Could this be a different story of TC West versus Rockford? Let's move on to the fourth quarter. Still 14-6. West hanging around with the Rams. How about Turnquist and McGuire? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 22-yard strike. Uh-oh, here come the Titans. 2-point conversion. Ties it at 14. Let's go to overtime. Let's play a little extra football, but in overtime. Jake Sedzik follows his trap block for 2-yard TD for the Rams, and that would secure it. Rockford survives the scare. West hangs in there. I'm impressed with the valiant effort from the Titans tonight. They still lose at 20-14. How about them Trojans? They were down at Midland tonight in Division 2, going up against Midland Dow, the Chargers, and they get shut out. 35. That's a blank up there for a reason. That's 35-0. A great season for the Traverse City Central Trojans. They'll be back next year, no doubt about that. Inland Lakes making the playoffs for a second straight season after going 7-2. Tonight they were on the road to play 8-1 Munising. Hardest working guy may have been Batman. Here's why. First quarter Munising, they were going to wave that flag a lot. In the red zone, Garrett Blank, sorry about that. Far side touchdown, 7-0. Orange and black, late first quarter. Inland Lakes kind of, we're going to skip ahead. This is that touchdown we were talking about in the red zone. That's the touchdown on the far side for Garrett Blank. He's going in all the way. Now it's 7-0. Munising. We're going to keep it going. Late first quarter, Inland Lakes. Here we go. We promised him to come miscommunicates the exchange. Ball is on the turf. Officials kind of look at it. Munising's pointing, Inland Lakes pointing. Munising recovers, and here come the Mustangs. Austin Kelto, Andy Cooper. That's an easy touchdown. That's a strike of a touchdown. 28-0 after a successful 2-point conversion. And this is still in the first quarter, mind you. We haven't updated that clock at all. Kelto is a theme developing here. Cooper is open. That pass right there, streaking down the sideline over those 2 defenders. Gets down to the 5-yard line. Second quarter, Garrett Blank now going to go on the far side for a touchdown. And it is Munising 35-0 after an extra point. And Munising rolls 54-0. So they get kind of an unfortunate matchup here, if you ask me, because they're playing the Saints. The Saints go marching on tonight. They get a big win against Newberry, 35-0. Saints stay perfect with that big win. So again, like I said, St. Agnes Munising should be a classic UP Power football matchup. Let's stay up north. Engadine qualifying for the playoffs for a 4th straight season, going up against a 9-0 Rapid River team to open the playoffs. Rapid River looking good early. Mason Berglund, 52-yard TD pass to Mike Casey. 4 minutes into the game, it's 6-0. Rapid River leading 24-0 late. and that would pretty much be it. You saw the score there. This one was Rapid River all day long. They were impressive. They get the big win tonight, 42-26.